What's going on, everybody? My name is Jonathan, aka KleinGuy Jon. I'm sorry if it looks really, really bright behind me. I'm trying to get some light, natural light in here. Try not to use so much of electricity. It's sunny out here in the Northeast. Little, weather's a little mild, but hey, we're gonna get started in just a few minutes. Hope everybody's doing well. Everybody's, practicing social distancing. And we're gonna get down to it. We're gonna talk about all kinds of stuff. Whatever you guys want to talk about. Maybe I'll bring up a subject. Maybe you'll bring up a subject. Who knows? We're here to just check each other. Check on each other. See how we're all doing. But before we get to that, you know what it is. Got to run that intro. And welcome back. Now, oh wow, the sun went down. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna turn on my light so you guys can see me. Bam. There we go. All right. So yeah, the sun's a little bit in and out. So there's some clouds in the sky. My blinds are open, but there's not enough light now. So you're gonna see some glowing behind me. In and out with some lighting. So the contrast may be different, but just checking out the stream right now, looking at the app, I see Makita was here first. Now, Makita, you mentioned if I search for Mac Tech made by Makita, we did that in the last stream, just so you know. If you weren't there, and I know you were, but if you weren't there, you weren't paying attention, check out the last stream, stream number 15, I believe. Yes, go to COVID-19 update number 15. Check it out. You mentioned it. We did look into it, but not too deep enough that we get a little idea what Mac Tech was about, and it was really interesting. So, but we're not going to talk about that. We already talked about it in the last stream. I know some people don't want to talk about the same stuff we talked about the other day. Good deals at Lowe's. Milwaukee M12 combo kit. 2 battery only for $129. Yeah, I heard about that from Toolboss. Toolboss posted that a while ago, I think. Lowe's started, selling online on their website, Milwaukee, and a few Makitas drill kits, and some, yeah, that's it. But it's not a lot, which is great. The kit $129. That's not bad. It's not a bad price. That's pretty good. It's a good deal. Teovich says if John screws up his audio this time, I will scream. Oh please, go to your corner. Go to your corner, Teal. I had about enough of you. No, I'm just kidding. So no, I checked all the audio before. You know what? It's funny. I don't know what happened that day. I don't know why the audio. I tested all the audio before because every time before I do a stream, I test everything. I make sure all the video's good, the audio's good. I don't know what happened. I really don't know what happened. It went berserk, I guess, or just the sound, the audio collapsed or something. I don't know, but I was able to reset everything back. Who is Toolboss? So if you look up Toolboss on YouTube, he does a bunch of videos. He goes to Home Depot. Does a lot of videos about Home Depot deals and such. He lives out here in the East Coast, right? We're practically almost nearly neighbors. He lives in Jersey. I live here in Staten Island. He's done some. He's been to tool events, a couple tool conventions. He goes to a lot of walkthroughs of Home Depot, some Lowe's. Mostly Home Depot actually. So you can check out Toolboss over on YouTube. Now there's one thing actually I wanted to bring up. I have some news about the Milwaukee Pack Out cooler that I purchased last week. on the pre-sale. So I'm gonna switch over. Let me just get it. I got an email from Tools. They were the only ones actually giving that not the only ones I would say, but they gave a good deal. I mean, the price was, yeah, it's a little uppity up there, not a lot of people want to pay $100 for a cooler, but it is a new, product, and some of you prefer that I waited or I get a, go to websites like Honey, and I couldn't really, for some reason I couldn't get to the website Honey. I've seen Honey advertised on YouTube and stuff like that, but for some reason every time I click on a link on someone else's, channel, it takes me to some other Honey website. I don't get it, and it's the same link that a few of these YouTube creators, I believe Leon Lush did one of his videos had a link to Honey. I think it was Tool Boss as well had one, and they both were the same link, but they didn't work. It just went straight to some other Honey website about literally Honey. He told me they were saying that Honey is a website you can get things for discount. You get discount codes and use them on items, tools, and accessories and stuff like that, or home goods and whatever. And I tried to just, I don't know, maybe we're not certain areas. It's weird. I gotta try it again. But it looks pretty legit. I hear a lot of good things about the Honey website, about how it's giving out discount codes to certain websites. But anyways, other than that, I purchased the pre-sale for the Milwaukee Pack-Out cooler, and I'm going to show you the email that I got from Anthony at Ohio Power Tools. Let me just go scroll over here and show you guys on the display. So it reads, Ohio Power Tools, Dear Jonathan Rodriguez, thank you for your order placed on May 8th, 2020. It has come to our attention that one or more items you have ordered is currently out of stock. Our anticipated ship date is July pre-sale. I'm sorry for the inconvenience this may cause. Please let me know if I can be of any service, further service. And that is Anthony Masijuski. I'm sorry if Anthony or anyone at Ohio Power Tools might be watching later on. And I do apologize for, saying the last name. If I pronounced it wrong, I do apologize again. But he's from customer service specialist. So I guess it's because it's in high demand. Everybody's ordering. A lot of people are ordering this cooler for their pack-out system. I being one of them, and now they're out of stock. So they're going to push it back to July. So they won't ship out until then. And so I gotta wait. I got 2 months to wait. That's not a problem for me. Not a big deal. But if those of you who have pre-ordered, haven't gotten a notification, check your emails again. Make sure you're gonna get your order. If not, you might get this email like I did from Ohio Power Tools. So be aware about it. All right. Also, let's see here. Again, I'm gonna let you guys know again. My last stream I did mention this. The Tool Nut. They K95 masks available. So if you need to order, they have them available here now at thetoolnut.com. Those of you who are in need of masks, K95 masks. So they're 95%. They have a 95% filtration efficiency down to 0.3 microns, equivalent filtration level to N95 standard, comfortable, lightweight, adjustable nose bridge, and individually wrapped in plastic. All right, not that looks not too bad, right? Look at this guy; he looks like he's comfortable in it. So if you're in to get any masks, you can order it at thetoolnut.com. You get free fast shipping. Order is $99 and above, and of course, if you're ordering Fest Tools, all Fest Tools are $99 free shipping, at least above or at $99 for free shipping. So check out the Tool Nut at thetoolnut.com. I'm getting some emails as well from northtool.com. So they have an email exclusive, 2 days only. Now this email was sent to me Monday, right? Yesterday, actually, no? What's today? Tuesday. Yes, today's Tuesday. And this is what they're offering. They got exclusive sales and savings here. Gear wrench, T ratchet wrenches. They were $59.99. You get them for $44.99. So you're saving $15. If you got a trigger, if you need a trigger activated LED spotlight, it was $20. Now it's $7.99. Save yourself $12. All right, you got also rolling knee pad dolly, which was $37.99. Now it's $24.99. Yeah, you got some sales going on here at Northern Tools. Not bad. Look at this. You get even a Pel Pro 50,000 BTU pellet stove. Look at that. It was $1249.99. Now it's $699.99. So $700. Okay. You got the Ironton drum dolly. So if you got any garbage bins or metal drums, you could probably even put a garbage bin on it, depending on the circumference or what have you. Just let you know. But this is mostly for like steel drums and stuff, so you can roll drums around instead of just rolling them literally at the bottom. You got smart straps. You got a bunch of stuff. They got some pretty cool stuff here. Stuff that you may need on the job. And of course, you know, for like boats, all seasonal accessories and items. Look at this. Electric powered marine wrench. Was $249. It's $179.99. So there you go. If you're looking for an electric marine wrench, Northern Power Tools has it. Northern Tools, I think, right? NorthernTool.com has it. There you go. All right, so they got some deal of the days, long and garden sales. They got generators, industry-leading pressure washers. They got it. If you need it, they might have it. So now I'm not too sure. I've been on their website. I haven't really taken a look. I actually the website just for price checking on the pack out tool case, which I actually received this morning. I can show you guys, but let me get off of this screen real quick, and then I will go to the chats, read the chats really fast. Oh, the chats are going quick. I use Honey every day. It's just a browser extension that activates when you're at the checkout screen of any shopping site and asks if you want to apply a bunch of coupon codes. I've certainly saved over $200 so far in the last 6 months. Nice, bro. I'm gonna try. I mean, I'm gonna try it again. And see how that works. Who use Milwaukee? I use Milwaukee Tools. I do. I have the pack out. I have the tools. I'm on the Milwaukee platform. I'm even now going to the Makita platform as well. I finally bought my own Makita rapid charger. That came in this morning along with my my pack out tool case with the custom foam mister. So I did buy a second one, but I didn't buy it at Acme Tools. I did a lot of extension shot, like, you know, price checking, and Zorro was the best one on the best in price. So even though it was $69.97, all the other sites like Tool Barn, Ohio Power Tools, Acme Tools, and other sites, even if you go to the main Milwaukee website and you go up to products and you see the pack outs or any other type, like any power tool you want to see, they'll have an actual list of websites you can actually purchase, different websites you can purchase from, like different retailers. So Zorro was the cheapest one. They had the lowest price, so I went with that. It came up to a total of $76, 76 and change, because of the tax, of course. All the other websites, they were charging me like $83, $85. A couple of them were actually charging me $215 for the pack out tool case, and which I found ridiculously overpriced. You know, but the normal typical sale on websites and you know, in big box stores, like $69.99 for the tool case. So I got it for $76 because of the tax. but that was the lowest I can get. Actually, right here. I have it on this table because I was gonna get ready to. This is gonna be actually for my laptop for the job. Whoa! It opened up. I left it open. My bad. So this is it. This is my new one with the foam inserts. So I'll get to customize how I'm gonna put them in, what I'm gonna put in there. But most likely, it's most likely for my laptop. So it's gonna be fun. Now, if you want to see a how-to video of how to customize your Milwaukee packout with customizable foam inserts or Kaizen foam inserts, you can check it out on my channel here. I do have it listed as one of the top videos viewed. You can check it out, and I do a little walkthrough how to do it. So if you're looking to organize your tools and you're into the Kaizen foam, or if you have your very own customizable foam inserts for your pack out and haven't used it, and you want a little bit of a step by step of how to, then check out the video. You can also check out other videos like VCG Construction. Vince also has like I believe he has two videos of how he did his with different foam inserts. One that came with the pack out, and one he ordered separately from Kaizen Foam on their website. So go check his channel out. Let's see here. I'm gonna try to keep up with the chats, boys. Something's going on. Hold on. Let me just cut this. There we go. Get some relief for that CPU. There we go. FPS is back up. Let's see, Conan Man. Good afternoon, good afternoon, Conan Man. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for showing up to the stream. Where's my freaking sandwich? I'm freaking hungry. I don't know, bro. I'm hungry too. Can you just make me one, bro? My delis are closed, man. I got no delis open around here, especially in the supermarkets. They're not open. They won't be open for some time. So all we're getting is what they do is they start making the cold cuts in different portions, in different size portions and they put it up in the shelves, the cooler shelves, so that way it's just ready, it's already ready cut, so you can just grab and go. But the last few times I went there, they were still empty. All they had was like probably the Vermont cheddar cheese and Swiss cheese and like bologna. That was it. No ham, no pastrami, which I love. None of that good stuff. And I was kind of disappointed. I was like, damn. But I got to get there early in the morning to grab it, and I wasn't early enough. Makita says, you need a big meal. You need 2 sandwiches and a pizza. Peanut butter and jelly pizza. Ugh. Oh, man. Ugh. Which reminds me, I do have some peanut butter. I got the Goober from Smucker's. The combo peanut butter and jelly in the jar. That's my favorite. It still is. Yes, KleinGuy Jon. Get Milwaukee. What do you mean, yes, KleinGuy Jon, get Milwaukee? I have Milwaukee. I just told you that. I have the whole... Actually, this is adding on to my case. So my pack out, which is down the hallway, by the way. It's right by my front entrance. It's freaking... Putting this on that will just make it even taller. So it's... I have to... What I'm trying to do is declutter. So that pack out takes the majority of the space of my hallway towards the front entrance. My hallway is really narrow, so what I'm planning to do is purchasing the pack out wall mount brackets. So I'm gonna mount the wall mounts, and then just put individual pack out and just leave out the rolling toolbox because it takes less space. I guess I should say. I don't know. Because obviously you can't really hang up the Milwaukee pack out rolling toolbox unless you are the type that likes to you're a tinkerer, you like to maybe make your own wall mount brackets and such. Which, by the way, if you're that type that does that, let me know, because I love to see a video on that. I like when DIYers and people who are really creative shop workers make their own customizable accessories for their, their storage or their power tools and such. There's one particular YouTube creator. I believe his name is Javier something. I gotta look him up again. But he does a lot of tool review videos, especially with like Milwaukee, Makita, Bosch, Rigid. I believe he had a video where he made, he took like PVC pipe and he took metal black plumber pipe and he made drill mounts. Like he made, holsters, upright holsters, so you can just slide in your drill and it just hangs. I took that, I learned how to do it myself on the job site. I actually took a grinder, took a black piece of pipe, I would say about 4 or 5 inches, and I marked where I had to make the square insert to slide in my my drill, my impact driver. And what I did was I cut it open, made it, drilled 2 holes, put a piece of 2x4 underneath the shop cart. We had a little job site cart. Put it underneath and just slipped in the drill, so that way I don't have it on top of the car, and when it's bumpy, it bumps around, knocks over, and it's less space to take up on top, and it could have like extra material. So I did that, and I marked for impact driver or drill. So guys saw that what I was doing. They were like, "Yeah, what are you doing?" Like when I finished it, they were like, "Oh, that's pretty cool, man. Like, yo, can you make a couple more?" But I was like, "Oh yeah, I need more plumber pipe, but I only took it from the bin from a dumpster that we had on site. I just took out the spare pipes that the plumbers weren't using. And I just kind of custom made it, and from there it's in the shop now. They have it not in the shop, the job site. We have it on the job site on 42nd Street, which is rolling around somewhere in that job site. Last time I checked, so it's pretty handy when you don't want to carry your drill and you have a little tool cart around. You can mount it right on it and you're good to go, man. And it's fun. It was fun making it too. I like the idea of that. I'm actually thinking about, one of these days, if I end up moving out, we get a bigger place and maybe possibly rent a house with a garage and stuff. I'll make a couple of those, just hang up my drills. Let's see here. Only use Makita, KleinGuy Jon. Stop using Milwaukee. Listen, man. You're gonna tell me to stop using Milwaukee. Listen, I like Makita. That was one of my first power tools I actually used. My dad is he's a massive Makita fan. He had a lot of Makita tools, but later down in life he wasn't getting as many jobs because his main job was working in a hospital. So he used to do a lot of side work years ago, and side work doesn't come in anymore. So I bought him some Makita tools. He still had the old school, nickel hydride battery Makita drills that we actually did a live stream video comparing the 2 drills against the brushless, not the brushless, the 2 brushed, but the upgrade version of that tool to we're basically challenging a nickel hydride against a lithium ion battery tool. So, but the old school Makita nickel hydride battery impact driver nearly beat the upgraded lithium ion powered one. So, but it's still good. Still a good tool. Let's see here. Ryobi. I have the only Ryobi tool I have is the orbital sander, the cordless one, and I bought that when I was living with my my roommate, who was also my fiance's sister's boyfriend, and they're still together. And I was living with them, and we were on a project where we're just like kind of I was skim coating their bathroom walls because they didn't have tile in their bathroom. It was like one of these old railroad station apartments that I used to live out in Bushwick, and she was like, she was kind of like coming up with an idea like, oh, I want to, is there a way we can like skim coat the walls and stuff like that? It's like, yeah, well, we're gonna have to get rid of, sand down the old plaster, because it was just plaster, old chipped painted plaster. So we sand that off, and then we applied a skim coat with some paint roller, and a couple of times we did that. I smoothed it out, sand it, then we did another coat, smooth it out, sand it, done. So her walls are like real nice and smooth. They used to be all jaggedy, So what came in handy sanding it down was that orbital sander. So I had to purchase one because she had a Ryobi kit, drill kit, and I just needed a sander because she already had the batteries. So, but after I moved out, I was like, oh, well, I don't have batteries, but I did order them. I ordered the 3.0 amp hour kit for $99 at Home Depot. It should be coming. Actually, I think it should be coming this Friday. I believe I wrote it down, didn't it? Yeah, it should be coming Friday. I wrote it down. Let's see here. People ain't bad. Stop making fun of it. It ain't bad. Stop making fun. It's not bad. It's a good DIYer tool. It's a good DIY. I just don't think it's really meant for commercial. I have a coworker who uses it, and the many times he has the hammer drill, the brushed hammer drill, and the impact driver. Now the impact driver is not so bad. It's pretty good. It can hold its own. The hammer drill, not so much. It can't really hold its own in a commercial job like on heavy duty work. I could only say maybe it can only handle to like light duty work, like light masonry, light cement work and stuff. Like anything that's too like heavy duty, because it can't hold it. It can't hold its own. Like now, I'm not knocking that Milwaukee can't do it either. There are some Milwaukee tools that can handle it. For instance, the M12 rotary hammer drill that I did a video on. Now that can handle some concrete to some extent, but it only can maintain a certain amount of size of bits. So the max bit that it could actually use is like, I think it was 3/4. Yes, 3/4 is the max bit it can only use, and that's it. Anything above 3/4, like 1 inch, the M12 rotary hammer cannot handle. I've tried that. It won't drill deep enough. So the minimum, the max is like 3/4, minimum 1/4 inch, or actually I'm sorry, minimum will be 3/16 SDS drill bit. But other than that, like Ryobi is actually like stepping up. They're slowly stepping up the pace with their technology and with their line of tools, because eventually they're gonna soon transition from DIYer tool to commercial. I will give it about maybe possibly 2, maybe 3 years from now. They'll start transitioning very slowly, which they are now, but in a complete line of commercial tools, I would say maybe they'll slowly integrate like 2 to 3 years. I would think, this is my opinion, maybe 5 to 10 years they'll be out for commercial. They'll probably transition completely to commercial. Maybe, not sure. I don't know if they are or not. Just a thought. Just a thought. I don't want to give people the wrong idea and say, "Oh my God, he said they're gonna come out with commercial tools." I'm just saying it may or may not. We don't know. But we just gotta sit back and see what happens with Ryobi. See what they're gonna come out with. Let's see here. Well, I'm getting a lot of stuff here. Who's this? Oh, I got a comment here about something. About one of my tool reviews I did. Well, that's weird. Someone left a comment. Now it's gone. That's weird. Maybe it's all the way in the bottom. Wow, I love. This is funny. I've been getting some comments now. A lot of notification comments. People leaving comments, and then they erase it. Like I see it on my little notification, and then when I click on it, then it's not there. I'm like, where's the comment? Where's the rest of the comment? Hold on. Okay, here it is. Hold on. Wim0104 commented, "What if you hammer with?" Let's see if it shows up on my YouTube Studio app. It should show up completely. Yep, look at that. See, this comment is no longer available. This person deletes. I've been getting that a lot. I've been getting a lot of comments about the hybrid, the Klein Tools hybrid pliers, and someone left a comment. I just saw it pop up. I see now it's not there anymore. Oh, here it is. Commented. It should be on my email. Tool Review Tuesday. Hybrid pliers from Klein. Klein Tools. Okay, so Wim0104. Now, he deleted this comment on my channel, but I have a copy of it. It says, what? If you hammer with a journeyman's pliers, you don't use the hinge part. What the F? You use the nose. And you only hammer with the hardened ones. Not the regular copper only ones. But then he deleted the comment. I've had a couple of those. Like, I don't know. I didn't. Now, in the video, it might have said, I probably did say at the joint, but I've seen some guys do that. And yes, you don't do that. You end up damaging the tool. And I've seen a lot of guys do that. They say they don't, but in reality, you kind of are hitting the joint. Look, all in all, I'm just saying, if you read the instructions on a tool, don't use pliers as a hammer. Now, you're going to get a lot of guys say, yeah, well, that's bull because I use it all the time. I've seen guys use it. They damage it. They'll damage the knife, the teeth of the knife, the blade of the pliers, and then they can't cut wires enough. Over time. I'm not saying like it's going to do it right away, but over time, the more you beat on it, the more damage you do, you degrade the tool. It's why you get a hammer. Like, use a hammer. Why, but you know what? Whatever it is what it is. People, and then and the funny thing is, I've seen guys do it, and then they break the tool, and they're like, "Oh, this is such a cheap tool, this and that." I'm like, no, it's not cheap. It's not cheap. Like, if you hear about a good quality tool, you buy it because it's good quality, but it's pricey, but you buy it anyway. And then over time, as you're using it as a hammer or a plot or to pry anything, it breaks and bends. You just can't say, "Oh, well, it was a cheap piece of crap," and I'm tired of hearing that, man. Like, dude, then why did you buy it? Or if it's cheap, then why was it so expensive? Oh, the material's cheap. Look, it's just how you use it and how you take care of your tools. I mean, listen, I'm not gonna lie. I have used my pliers in the past when I first started as a hammer, and I didn't realize you're not supposed to use it till later on. Like, I started watching videos, I started reading warning labels, understanding why certain tools you can't use to beat on and stuff like that. I even bought a manual of how to use hand tools back when I first started. And I was reading through it. It was from Klein Tools. Klein Tools has a handbook manual of how to use tools for certain jobs and what not to do with tools. So I learned from books, like just reading, research, and and then experiencing people using. Like, for instance, I had a coworker I used to work with. It was my first year, and he had Nipix. He had the Nipix brand pliers, and they were nice. They were really nice Nipix. I mean, they were heavy duty, really good, sturdy tools. But I noticed when he showed me what type they were, like he was the first actually to mention introduce me to Nipix tools, because he was using Nipix, and he was like, "Yo, these are the best. They're just as good as Klein." I said, "Yeah, these are pretty cool and whatever," because he knows I had a lot of Klein tools. So he showed me what he used every day in, day out. And then one day he was hammering something. I think it was like an anchor or something. And then all of a sudden his tools just seized up. It just stayed open. He couldn't just like close it. So I tried to help him out. I was like, "Oh, maybe you got a little, maybe you had some moisture in there or whatever." So we put some WD-40, oil, liquid, nothing would budge. We even tried taking another hammer to try to force close it. Nothing. The sucker was just stuck. And then when I looked closer at it, that's when I noticed there was like a slight bulge, like a mushroom off the joint. And I noticed that's where he was hitting mostly on the tool. And if you flip it to the flatter side of the tool, I saw so much, like he really beat the crap out of this thing. I mean, wow. And he had it for well over over 20 years. When he first started, he was like 30 something, 33 years old or something like that. I don't know. He started doing electrical work when he was a teenager or something like that. But before that, it was actually, that tool was passed. I think it was passed down. Yeah, he told me someone gave it to him, another electrician or something, and then like it wasn't as bad the way it was before. So I guess he just beat it even more. Or I don't know. Maybe it is what it is. But it was just beaten. And I just told him like, maybe this is why it's season up, and he was like, no, 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 it can't be. And I was like, yeah, you got to look at it carefully. You know, I told him, look at the joints. They're like mushroomed. They're mushroomed out. So you were just hitting the rivet joint, and it forced the mushroom up and then seize up completely. And damn, that thing, I gotta tell you, if I had taken a picture of that, man, you would see how bad that Nitpicks pliers was. But it was a good tool. You know, it's a good tool. Let's see here. Hold on a second. I just lost chat on my app here. VC Construction. 1, 2, 1 and 2. KleinGuy Jon. I'm not sure what you. Yeah, I think he did 2. I think he did 1 and 2. Yeah, he did the Kaizen, and then he did one with the actual foam. The foam insert, because he was putting in for no, I'm sorry, he did one for a DeWalt or Makita grinder. I think he did. Yeah, he did one for a grinder, and then he did one for the drill, the Milwaukee drills. But he did the Milwaukee drill, he did with actual the Kaizen foam that he purchased. So yeah, there was 2 videos of that, which is pretty cool. I like Vince's videos. They're awesome. He does a really good job. Him and Nick, they really know how to get some content out there. They throw content almost every day, every week. So it's crazy the amount of time right now they have. The time on their hands they have right now is just, you know, they're just building this baby, man. They're taking advantage of this time to like really make some content. All right, let me see here. And they're doing a good job, by the way. They're doing an awesome job. King of the Crease uses rigid. Yeah, King of the Crease loves rigid tools. I like King of the Crease, man. Big Brian he's a cool dude. Really nice guy. Tall. Tall, big guy, tall guy, but he's a cool guy. He's a really cool dude. He does a lot of commercial HVAC work, mainly with like restaurants and restaurant equipment and ice machines, heavy like commercial size ice machines and stuff. But he knows his stuff, man. He's a really knowledgeable guy too. I mean, if you have any questions about HVAC, like commercial kitchen equipment and stuff like that, you can check out also King of the Crease. He's on Instagram at King of the Crease 30. He does he's got some content there that you guys can check out. So yeah, give him a shout out. Tell him KleinGuy Jon sent you. You know. So anyways, wow, I kind of steered away from the whole pack out thing. What did we go? Yeah, we talked about the Milwaukee cooler pack out. So I got the tool case. That's gonna be for both my laptops, this laptop and the one I'm gonna get. In these tool cases with the custom foam insert, there's actually 2 layers of foam that you can actually remove. So one layer, the top layer is going to be for this laptop. The bottom layer I'm going to switch for the next, the other laptop I'm going to have, so I can alternate between foam inserts. That's going to be fun. And the one I have now, and I remember I did a video on it because I purchased the pack out foam inserts, but I ordered the separate foam insert, which wasn't. It isn't as the same as the actual foam insert that come with the tool case, because the one that comes with the tool case is really tight. It's really in there. The insert's already, it comes with the tool case itself inside, so it's really in there. It's dug in. If you buy the separate, you purchase a separate foam, it's a little different because of the wrappings that they did to seal the foam insert, to protect it. Over time, it just kind of rounded the edges, and it left gaps. But I still use it. I might as well use it. I put $25 into that thing, so I use the foam insert anyway for my Gen 2 M12 Gen 2 combo kit. I mean, best YouTuber, 1 Vince, 2 KleinGuy. Oh, I appreciate that, Makita. I really do. But I got a long ways to go. I still have a long ways to go on this channel, and I really appreciate you guys for that. But I'm me and Vince, we're not the only YouTubers. We got Tool Review Zone. Clint from Tool Review Zone does an amazing job. He's a cool dude. He's really awesome. He does a lot of his content outside in his garage, in his little shop, and outside his home. He does an amazing job of his channel. You got to check out Tool Review Zone, TRZ. Then you got Richard from Finished Carpentry TV. He's got a great channel there too. His content there is amazing. He really teaches. He actually gives back to the community by going to like high schools and letting them know. He did a couple videos about that. He went to a high school in his town where he was trying to basically get kids to get an idea of carpentry and what they want to do after high school or after college or in between. So he's helping out his community doing that as well. He's a finished carpentry worker, so he does a lot of finished work. Sometimes he does, I believe in some of his videos, he's done actual jobs where he had to totally renovate someone's home and do some slight finish work. But he does a great job, man. He has an awesome channel there too. So you can check out Richard from Finished Carpentry TV on YouTube. Who else? We also got guys like Tools in Action. Those are awesome dudes, man. They're great. They got a really good content. You can also check out Belts and Boxes. Now those are the guys who, Rob and Sarah. They also like they just do reports. They're just basically like a news media broadcast of power tools. So that's a really cool channel. Belts and Boxes. They used to be called Cop Tool, which I kind of like the name Cop Tool better personally, but they always got that confusion because they had to change their names from Cop Tool to Belts and Boxes. They had to change it because a lot of guys thought that Cop Tool was a channel basically about guns and police weaponry and equipment, but Cop Tool is just Cop Tool. Like, yeah, we're cops and we like power tools. Like, like not really cop, but it was a cool name for a channel. I liked it. I like it a lot, but they had to change it up because about some mass confusion about it, which is fine. But they're still there. Rob and Sarah still doing their thing, and then you got also Rob Roblard from Concord Carpenter. Toolbox Buzz. He has a really great channel of that. He's a general contractor. He's got an awesome shop, man, and he does a lot of his content is very detailed. Like when it comes down to comparing tools, reviewing new tools, and testing them out and giving up feedback on tools that he tested. He's got a great channel. He's also from I believe he's from the Massachusetts area so he's doing a great job with his channel. Awesome guy. We also got Sarah Listy over on Instagram too, guys. You want to check out Sarah Listy, aka Two Girls Garage. She's constantly putting content out on her Instagram, so check her out at Two Girls Garage on Instagram. So let's go back here. Where is the blue wrench? You want to be a moderator, dude? That's cool. I can do that. There are a new rigid subcompact for King of the Crease. Yes, if you check out Tool Review Zone, he did a video on the rigid subcompact combo kits. Great video, by the way. Awesome work with rigid though. What they did, they really are moving forward towards the M12 volt, like the M12 12 volt line of tools, and making things subcompact. Because a lot of tool platforms are going that way. Like Craftsman are, they're making their way to subcompact soon. I'm hoping. Then you got Bosch, you got Makita, you got Milwaukee, you got DeWalt. DeWalt's getting in on that as well. Who else are we gonna? I think like Black & Decker is getting onto subcompact. Now you got Rigid. Rigid's just getting into the subcompact power tools, and I think that's really cool. Now I'm not sure if it was a 12 volt. I believe it was 18 volt tools. It was subcompact, which is great. Makita's done it too. They have a subcompact power tool line that uses 18-volt batteries. Now they look like 12-volt tools, but they're 18-volt tools, and they really, they got some power to them, the Makita brands, and I like the Makita Black. That is actually the first. That's the tool, the combo kit I would really like to own. I want to try because I've held the impact driver and the driver drill in my hand, and they are light, man. They are light, and I bet they can do some major damage in the field. So I'm trying to get my hands on that combo kit, man. But I'm not more like into the driver drill though. I like to have a hammer drill feature. So the only way I can get the hammer drill is I have to purchase the hammer drill separately. So what I might have to do is actually buy the impact driver separately, then the hammer drill, driver drill separately as well, which is going to be a lot more than what is actually getting a driver drill with the impact driver. So let's see. So I did some shopping. Zaro.com, by the way, guys, it's a pretty cool website. I didn't hear much of, I never heard of Zaro before, but I checked it out and I had to see if it was a legit site. And yes, it is. It's got a 5 out of 5, 4.5 to 5 stars rating on the website. A lot of people, I've seen a lot of reviews on that website, and they said it's a really good website. They got some pretty good deals. They sell a bunch of other stuff, like besides power tools, they sell like equipment, cleaning equipment and chemicals and stuff like that you need in the home or around the office or commercial building. So you guys can check out Zoro.com. That's ZORO.com. So that's where I got my pack out tool case, because that was the cheapest price that was available. And I also bought I think I mentioned already, I bought the Makita rapid charger. I didn't have one. I had the batteries. I didn't have one because I purchased the batteries for the coffee maker that I own, and I was using my father's, my old man's Makita battery charger. So I decided finally, let me just get my own and just give it back to him because he may need it. So I got that today along with my pack out tool case. I'm waiting on. Obviously, I'm waiting on the cooler, obviously, so I'm going to wait till July. I'm waiting on a couple of things that are supposed to be coming in. Not today, though. I don't think. No, I don't think today. Oh, let me turn this off because the sun is out right now. We're getting some light in here. It's a little too, bright in the background. There are new rigid subcompact for the King's. Oh, for the King's Reach. You read that already. So let me switch over the camera. The FPS is dropping. Why is that? Why are you dropping? We're gonna have to round. Whoa, we're gonna have to wind out. We're gonna wind down soon, guys, in the channel. There we go. I think that's no good, guys. No good. Let's see. If it's too bright, let me know. Makita says, I want to be the person that block bad people. I appreciate that, dude. No problem. Okay, let's do that. I'll do that for you right now, pal. You want to volunteer? No problem. Let me see. Oh, no, I can't do it on my phone. I have to do it on the actual site. Yikes. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. The stream is going to... It's going to lag. So there's going to be some lagging. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over. Hopefully that helps. No? No good. How about this? Oof, that's even worse. That's even worse. Oh my god, the FPS is dropping. I don't want my frame rate to go up. So here's... That doesn't look too bad. Okay, that's not too bad. I think that's tolerable right now. Sort of. There we go. That's what I want to see. I want to see 30 FPS. Now it's fluctuating 29, 30, 29, 30. It's fine. But I know the stream's going to get cut a little bit. So please excuse me. Oh, that dropped really bad. Okay, there we go. We're back up again, I think. We're dropping. We're fluctuating. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that really quick, buddy. To do it actually on the site. I can't do it on my phone. So give me a second while I try to speed through this as painless as possible. Let's see here. This thing's actually a bit in my ears, just a little bit. Wait, what happened? Studio. I didn't ask for studio. Oh no, that's studio. Okay. I got a little confused. My goodness. My. I have to do it in the control room. I can't do it. Why is there so much dust here? Let me just clean the screen real quick. Wow. I don't know why there's so much dust on that. Oh, I cleaned this not too long ago too. It's crazy. Alright, so I'm going to go to this. I'm going participants. Here we go. Oh, it's just me and you, buddy. We're just talking. Let's see. Oh wait, what am I doing? I can't do it on the. Oh no, I can't do it on my phone. I have to do it here. That's weird. There you go, buddy. Makita, you are now a moderator to the chat. In the chat. So congratulations, bud. You did it. Or I did it for you. I think I can do it on. No, I can't do it on the app, can I? Oh, I could do it on the app. What am I doing? I could have done it on the app. I didn't, but you're the moderator now. You are now here in the nation of moderation. Or moderation. I don't know. I can't say it. I can't say it like Vince. Vince says it better. That's like his thing. I can't steal that thunder. So let's see, what else can we talk about here? I mean, there's a lot. Let's talk about. I mean, I guess we can talk about the quarantine thing. I mean, I'm still in basic quarantine right now, self quarantine in a sense. Still haven't gotten anything from my job, but we can take a look. I'm gonna take a look at my email really quick. They haven't sent any notification, and we're nearing towards the 15th. So I'm supposed to get something. If not, I might get something next week, later in the week. Oh my goodness, what is up with these emails? Good God. Goodness gracious. So many junk mail. Why? There we go. So let's see. Amazon. What did I order? Jeez, I forget. I ordered something that was $22. I don't recall about it. I have to check the app later. So yeah, my next thing I'm gonna be purchasing is later on would have to be the pack out wall mounts. I actually need at least 4, and I'm gonna have to mount it on my hallway wall, so I can just mount, but a bit high, so that way it doesn't really get in the way, or at least high enough for me to reach. You know, but I like those. I like the wall mount brackets. They're really cool. They're really cool, and I really want to get my hands on them. Last things happening, 5G and more. Yes, 5G. Let's talk about that. That's pretty sick. They are saying that by, what is it? I'm hearing multiple things about that. Guys talking about it and saying that, oh, within 5 years, everything's gonna be 5G, phones and all. Because right now I'm running on a 4G on my phone, so eventually T-Mobile's gonna or Metro PCS or Metro by T-Mobile as they call it, are gonna transfer over to the 5G network, which is gonna be pretty cool. Now, if you don't know what T-Mobile is, I mean, T-Mobile is a cell phone service here in the U.S. I'm not sure if they're all around the world. Probably doubt that. And Metro PCS is also another service provider that I've been with since 2009. So it's been quite a while. and now they're part of T-Mobile. They've been bought by T-Mobile, and they're called Metro by T-Mobile. So yeah, hopefully they're gonna. Yeah, I'm pretty sure transition over to it. In China, they upgraded to 6G. Of course, they're gonna upgrade to 6G. They're always ahead of us, dude. We're like, I believe we're the only country that's way behind on technology now, and it's pretty sad because all the the bureaucracy and the corruption that's going on, and it's and all the bullshit that's been going on. Yeah, it's kind of sad that we're behind. We're a lot of saying that, oh, we're number one and blah blah blah. I'm like, I don't think America's really number one, in my opinion. I mean, honestly, we're kind of behind, man. We're really behind on things. So, um, I would like to say we're behind, right next to North Korea, but hell, we might even have North Korea might be actually ahead of us, and that's putting us to shame. But yeah, man, that's crazy. It is crazy. Crazy what's going on in the world. Especially this whole thing about I'm hearing about Obamagate. Like, what the heck is that about? Like, why is Trump tweeting that? Like, what is it that? What's the question I'm looking for here? What is it that he hates about Obama so much? Like, he's been hating him since he been freaking running for president and all that. And it's like, dude, what does it matter? You're president now. Why are you still complaining about him? Like, I never heard of another president complaining about another president, unless they obviously they were running, but in the middle of running and telling them no, like, hey, if you vote for me, I'll do better than the current president, this and that. That I understand, because you're running for president, you're trying to get the votes. But dude, come on, you're president now. Why are you still complaining about Obama? Like, Obama this, Obama that. Oh, he did this, he did. I'm like, dude, just focus on running the country, being the president. Like, who cares about what Obama did, man? He's not president anymore. He's done. He's done his thing. He's done his time. He's, let it be, man. Just let it be. Goodness. My goodness. I tell you, man. It's just crazy times we're living in, right? Crazy times. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But hey, what can we do? All we can do is live with the times that's with us now. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but my camera's got a nasty smudge on it. So, sorry about that. Just gonna try to clean that off. And it's still there. Okay. Try to use a microfiber towel. Jong-un disappeared to eat more food. Yeah, of course. He took his train, right? So this is what happened. This is what I think what happened. And I'm gonna agree with you on that, Makita. So the guy, let's say, I'm gonna say he was sitting down one day, hearing about coronavirus, because obviously he knows what's going on in the outside world. He doesn't want his people to know, but he knows. He's got agents and whatever, and So anyways, he's sitting down one day. He's like, "Damn, this coronavirus is like, it's on the map, man. Like, it's killing people." So then he was just sitting there and thinking about it, and then all of a sudden all his thinking got to his stomach and said, "Man, I'm hungry." So he, asked for some food, and they were like, "Well, we don't have it here now, Supreme Leader." And he's like, "All right, well, let's take my train and let's go to my house up in the mountains, because I got plenty of food there. And take whatever food from the farmers, take all the farmer, anything that the farmers have, we'll take it and bring it up to my place in Mount Pektu. And yeah, we're gonna I'm gonna binge over there, and I'm gonna disappear for a couple of days, and I want to see what happens. I want to see what the media is gonna say about me." So as soon as he disappeared and whatever, he's eating his food. He's sitting down one day, a couple of days later, and they're like, he's reading the report. "Where's Kim Jong-un? Where's Kim Jong-un?" He's just sitting there laughing his ass off. And he goes, "I knew it. They're going to talk about me because I'm not on the media. But I'm eating all my people's food. I don't care. Let them starve. Let them keep working. I need all the food I can get. I need to become a fat little piggy." And you little fat little piggy. Yes, he's becoming a fat little piggy. And you know, it's funny because I looked at videos way back back in 2011. He wasn't as big as he is now. I mean, the guy could eat. They say the guy could eat. And I'm surprised, like, Jesus, he's just like his old man. Like, they eat, and they eat. Like, but he's the worst. More wine, yeah, more cognac, more all alcohol imported alcohol that he's getting. That he's apparently that his people cannot get. Then they're not supposed to get out. I mean, you think about it. DPRK, Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Like, come on, really? You're not a democracy. You're a communist country. And the guy is a ruthless dictator, and he's starving his people. May not look like it, but those who are living in Pyongyang, and I've been watching documentaries, reading articles, reading texts, and man, this guy's like, these people. I gotta tell you, man, these people are brainwashed to hell. Like, they literally think that Kim Jong-il, Kim Jong-un's father, his mother gave birth to him, and all of a sudden the heavens came. Like, there was a whole story about that. I was like, what? Like, who believes that? The people do. And apparently those who are chosen or the elite are allowed to live in Pyongyang. Basically, scientists, teachers, educators, and military or high-ranking officials live in Pyongyang and live a life of luxury. But some who are citizens or scientists, yeah, they live like in nice apartments and stuff like that. And they're not starving; they're eating pretty well. It's the people outside the city, the farmers, the locals. Yeah, I feel bad, man. I feel bad. And those people, like, they went to in the 1990s. They went to a famine. I read about that. I saw videos, and I was like, geez, man, that's just terrible. Like what his old man did. And I still can't believe till this day they're just like, oh no, everything's good, or he's the best leader we ever have, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, I don't think they'll ever know. I don't think they'll ever know. And you know what? I think they do know. They're just scared. They're scared shitless because they know. They know. The second they start here, like, they know if they start spreading negativity about their leader, others will hear it and others will betray them, their neighbors, their friends, their family members, And what sucks is that even if it was their family member, if their family member was to, like, talk negatively about the government or escape from North Korea to South Korea, that family of the escapee gets sent to prison. And that's it. They lose everything. They go to a prison camp or a working camp, and they get tortured and sometimes killed, man. Or they starve to death. It's sad. And there's a lot of these guys who've escaped to South Korea or into China, and they testify. They would say, like, yeah, this is what's going on. This is what he's doing to our people. Like, even if you were a high rank elite and you said anything negative about the government, they take you away. They put you in court. They'll put you in prison or execute you, and then your family suffers the repercussions because that's just how it is, Even though their family had nothing to do with it or they never knew about it, they get taken out of whatever luxury life they were given, and they were thrown in jail for 16 years. They call them re-education camps. Right. Re-education, my ass. They're there for almost forever. They say 16 years, maybe 5, depending on, what you did and what you've done. And it's bad, man. Yeah. And listen, it's not Korea itself. It's North Korea, man. It's just terrible. It's terrible. And I feel really bad for those who, people who are in the camps right now and they're suffering. I feel for them, man. It's a terrible country, man. And they're all, and they want to, and the people who live within the city of Pyongyang, I mean, there's reporters. There were reporters that, toured around North Korea that were allowed to go there. And it's dark again. Holy crap, the sunlight is killing us. There we go. So, yeah, man, I was watching so much of that, here during my time for the self-quarantine. I was watching documentaries on YouTube, on websites, and it's crazy. I read about the history of how, Kim Il Sung, the first dictator, um, how he rose into power, the support that he got from China and Joseph Stalin. Um, it's crazy. And did you know that Kim Il Sung didn't even speak Korean? He spoke Chinese because he was born in China. He didn't speak Korean, so um, the Russian government had to help translate every speech that he made. I mean, he was Korean but born in China, and then he didn't really speak fluent Korean. Yeah, yeah. So that's ain't that something? Yeah, South Korea is good. It's a capitalist country now. It's more Americanized. We still have U.S. troops there stationed. We're their allies. Um, and right now, technically, they are still at war with North Korea. They called that borderline the DMZ, demilitarized zone. It's not supposed to be militarized. It's militarized. It's literally still militarized. They still got weapons pointing at each other. They still got soldiers, like, armed soldiers and stuff. It's the DMZ, right? Demilitarized zone. It's a militarized zone. How about called the MZ? Oh man, it's crazy, just crazy. But I mean, yeah, we have our president now, who's now actually the first U.S. president to cross the border into North Korea and then back. I just wish it wasn't him. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I wish it was a much better person, a much better president, someone else. Really. I honestly, I don't know. I don't know, man. I mean, yeah, he made history, but still, it is what it is. I know you're all gonna say, "Well, it happened. It happened. There's nothing you can do." I get that, but sometimes I wish it wasn't him. I don't even think it was meant to be him. I think he just did it. He just did it for publicity. And I mean, look where we're at now with him. Where are we? Still at war in a sense. We're still at war with them in a sense. Technically, yes. Nothing's happened. There's no peace. Still, kind of, but still. They're not. You know what I'm saying? They're not really unified yet. South, North, and South are not unified yet. And it's because he doesn't want to give up his power to the current president of South Korea. That's the only reason Kim Jong does not. The Kims don't want to lose power. They don't want to become a capitalist country. They want to stay. They think that the way they're running things now is perfect. Newsflash, it's not. Most of their people from North Korean citizens are escaping and moving and coming into Korea, or going into China to get to Korea. It's crazy. I've watched these documentaries with these young teenagers or mother and daughter or family escaping into China, trying to make their way to the South Korean embassy in China and into Laos, and then try to go back to South Korea. It's crazy, man. And the steps they have to take to get into South Korea, become South Korean citizens. They literally have to they have to go to a re-education class by the government, by the U.S. and South Korean government, so that way they can understand how they can be prepared to live, how to live in South Korea, how to pay their bills and stuff like that. It's really interesting, and it also kind of like, I don't know how to say it. It just, I don't know. It's not just interesting. It's when I watch it, it kind of warms my heart to see that. Like, wow, they're making the effort to progress into that society, to join that society and understand it. And it opens their eyes, and they'll even say, after they've been re-educated, they say, "Oh, it's so much better here, better than in North Korea, where we're starving and what have you." And it's good. It's a good thing to see that. But we all, some people or most would want to say, "Hey, these people in North Korea, man, they really need to know what their leader is all about. What's really going on behind that curtain." That charade. Anywho, I got a Makita 9.6 old stock. Old stock? You mean the 9.6 battery? I'd like to see that. Oh, anyways, guys, listen. I really enjoyed this talk, by the way. And thank you, Makita. I know you were the only one. There was a couple of Teal Vision. Teal Vision was here as well. We also had Conan Studios who stopped by. I appreciate him stopping by. And those of you who are watching right now, this playback, I appreciate you, taking the time to watch this playback. I really do. I just want to give a shout out also to the workers out there. Again, before I go, thank you to all the first responders, the doctors, the nurses, the EMT and EMS paramedics. Thank you for your hard work and your dedication, and thank you for saving the many lives as much as you could, and much as you can, and as many not as you could, but as you have, and also to the other first responders like the police departments, the fire departments. Thank you for so much for your services, and you keep on striding, keep on, doing what you're doing. We appreciate that. Also, want to say thank you to all the construction workers out there as well who work for city infrastructure. Be safe. Remember, try to practice social distancing. I know it's hard. It's very difficult if you're in an area where you can't. Try to limit as best you can. I mean, I don't know what else to say about that. But be safe, be healthy, be responsible. Don't get careless. Also to the food industry, to the manufacturers, thank you so much for providing food for citizens and people around the world. The supermarket staff and crew, the stock workers, the cashiers, delivery truck drivers, thank you so much. You guys are doing amazing. You guys are real heroes as well, alongside with the hospital and health administrations, healthcare workers. Also to the environmental service workers who work in the hospital, who clean up after patients day in and day out. They are also risking their lives as well. So don't forget those guys. They cannot be forgotten. Please let them know that you appreciate them very much. We also want to say to the supply houses, the big box stores, for staying open as well. For the construction industry and DIYers at home and do this for a living, so at some point they have their own shops at home and keeping their business open as well. There's a small business owners and restaurants who are open only for delivery and pickup. I really appreciate some of you who are open and taking precautions. Your delivery pizza boys, pizza girls, pizza men, pizza women, and restaurant delivery guys and crew. Thank you so much for being responsible, wearing your mask and gloves, and keeping social distancing a serious matter as well. Again, I also want to thank the education department, those teachers out there who are doing remote learning here in the States and here in New York City as well. I want to give a big shout out to all the paraprofessionals, the teachers, staff, for doing what they can, and the kids too, for hanging in there and keeping busy and still getting educated. All right, big shout out to you. All right, you guys are the best, and you're in there for the long run. It's all about the kids, and I like to hear and see that as well. So thank you all, and I want to thank you, the viewer, for stopping by, hanging out, watching the vid. If you're just watching the playback, please do me a favor, smash that like button. Also, if it's your first time being here, don't forget, before you leave, subscribe and tap the bell notification. You want to get all notifications, not just some, not personalized, but not some, like I said, all. You want to hit all. Hit the all button. All right, so with that, guys, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate your time. Be safe out there. Practice social distancing. Wear your mask and gloves. And always remember, if you're in the construction field, always remember, wear your personal protective equipment. Watch each other's back. Help one another out. Practice social safe distancing. Wash your hands. Wear a mask. Wear gloves. And I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.